I'm Wendy and I'm the Young People's Counsellor at Survivors Network.
My name's Lisa Beckley. I've worked at Survivors Network for a year and I'm a volunteer counsellor.
My name's Ruth Mason, I'm the manager here at Survivors Network. I've been here for about 5 years now.
So my name is Valentina Cartey and I'm the volunteer coordinator.
My name's Julia Driscoll and I'm the counselling coordinator.
Then I can take her name and number and ask Wendy, our young person's counsellor, to give.
It's really hard.
We offer up to 52 counselling sessions over a year, and that's normally a 50-minute time where it would be a one-on-one, one-to-one counselling session, which I guess I'm there to offer an environment where the client can feel safe enough to explore her feelings, past and present, around the sexual abuse, or things that might be related to the sexual abuse, like patterns of behaviour, so self-harming, controlling behaviour, obsessive behaviours, etc.
So the long-term legacy of sexual abuse is huge. Psychological issues, that comes to mind very easily. The ideas of post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and depression, sleeplessness. But the physical implications of living with that for so long as well. You see it a lot in immune disorders, ME, chronic fatigue, heart and lung conditions. The body's response to living with a secret and trauma for so long manifests really physically.
Often people have experienced recent sexual assault, or they may have experienced childhood sexual abuse, sometimes combination. Perhaps the use of extreme manipulation, torture in some cases.
So often what will happen is the perpetrator will say, you know, if you tell anybody, then this is what's going to happen to you. And anyway, it takes a long time before somebody can really trust you with their deepest, darkest experiences.
I guess what they get from the service is a specialist service, and the volunteers are all highly skilled and they have a knowledge, but also they have skills to deal with the impact that sexual abuse can have. I'd say that the importance that Survivors Network has is to provide women with a space so that they can feel empowered, and a space where they can feel listened to and believed. And
it's a safe space that's unlike anything else in these clients' lives, in the young women's lives.
I have seen women in different stages of coming here feeling completely helpless and now starting to build up their own lives really, and kind of taking back that control and feeling more true.
People want to come where they know that there are counsellors that are particularly specialised in this area. We've also got a very good reputation, and they know that they're going to get what they need, which is up to a year. You know, they know that having 6 weeks or 12 weeks is just going to open something up, and then they've got to close it all back down again. So we really do offer something very unique. We've had to close our waiting list for the time being because we really don't have the resources to be able to meet the need.
We know that for women who've experienced childhood sexual abuse, they're more vulnerable to sexual predators, for example. They're more likely to end up in domestic violence relationships where sexual abuse is part of that relationship. If we can intervene early enough, break that cycle and make sure that people have the resilience and the self-awareness to keep themselves safe and to make sure that they are, I guess, responding appropriately to the situations that they find themselves in, then we lower their chances of becoming a victim again in the future.
Yeah, we've got the helpliners one day and then the drop-in volunteers another day. But they all went to supervision, so they met with the old volunteers, with the current volunteers. And
each one of us probably have met someone or know someone who has experienced sexual abuse. It is a massive issue, and there's stigma involved within that. So we don't ever hear the real figures, and it can continue generations and generations without being checked. This is an organisation which can help, and it could potentially stop that pattern from repeating itself. A woman who gains her self-worth will not allow her child to be abused. Once that self-worth has been gained through counselling or through the drop-in service, through artwork, through poetry, through support, through friendship, once that has been gained and that empowerment is within a woman will not let her child be sexually abused.
There is no survivor in this film, and I think to be on film, to be that visible, is hugely exposing. So how do you know that the person that's raped you or sexually abused you isn't going to see that? You know, you are exposing what has, you know, the biggest thing that's probably ever happened to you in your life, and a thing that's going to feel still painful, and where there will be, you know, a myriad of other feelings around that still. There may still be, you know, feelings of shame and embarrassment and, you know, a whole load of feelings. So do you really want that made public, you know? I don't know that I would.